Hello students, in the previous lecture we have studied about force and the effect of force. Now we are going to discuss the concept of inertia. Let us discuss what is inertia actually. Inertia is the property of an object by virtue of which it can't change its state of rest or state of uniform motion along a straight line fine. So inertia is the property of the body or an object by virtue of which it cannot change its state of rest or state of uniform motion along a straight line. For example, if you talk about an object is placed on the surface, this object is at rest, fine. So this object cannot change its state of rest by itself, fine. Or you can say, suppose you have a frictionless surface, a body is moving with constant speed in this direction, fine. So this body will continue with its state of motion, state of uniform motion, fine. It cannot change its state of motion by itself. So this inherent property of the bodies or objects to not to change its state of rest or uniform motion is called inertia. Clear? Now let us discuss the types of inertia. Fine. There are three types of inertia. First one is inertia of rest. Second one is inertia of motion, and third one is inertia of direction. Fine. So we have three types of inertia. First one is inertia of rest, second is inertia of motion, and third is inertia of direction. Now let us discuss first the inertia of rest. So what is inertia of rest? Inertia of rest is the property of an object to oppose any change in state of rest. Means to say, inertia is not to change the state of the body. So inertia of rest becomes, it is the inherent property of the object that opposes any change in the state of rest. Fine. Let us understand the concept of inertia of rest with an example. Fine. Suppose you have a glass tumbler. Fine. You place a card on this glass tumbler, fine, and place a small object on this glass tumbler over this card, fine. Initially both the card and this object are at rest, fine. Now when you give a quick flick to this card, horizontally quick flick, you will observe that the card shoots away, but this object falls in the glass tumbler, fine. Now what we have observed from this activity, look, initially both this object and the card, they both are at rest, fine. When you give a quick flick to this card, this object remains at rest due to inertia of rest, but the card shoots away. So due to the property of this inertia of rest, it remains at rest and falls in the glass tumbler. Clear? Now let us discuss one or two examples of inertia of rest. Fine. First example, when a person is sitting in a car which is at rest. Fine. When this car suddenly takes acceleration, fine, means to say suddenly this car moves, in that case the passenger or the person which is sitting in the car falls backward. Fine. I'm repeating again. When a person is sitting in the car, when the car is at rest and the car moves quickly or suddenly, in that case the person or the passenger sitting in the car falls backward. Fine. Now how this happens actually? Suppose the person is sitting on the car seat like this. Fine. The lower portion of the body is in contact with the car, but the upper part of the body is not in the contact of car. Fine. So when car moves, the lower portion of the body which is in contact with car moves with the car, but the upper portion of the body remains at rest due to this inertia of rest, so it falls backward. Clear? Second example is when a carpet is beaten with a stick, dust particles come out of it. Fine. So when you beat a carpet with the help of a stick, the dust particle come out of it. Fine. Now when you beat the carpet, the fibers of the carpet come in motion and the dust particles remains at rest. Fine. So they fall behind. So that's why the dust particle came out of the carpet. So this is an example of inertia of rest again. Clear? Third example is when you shake a branch of tree, leaves or fruit or the flowers fall from tree. Fine. When you shake the branch of a tree, leaves, fruit or the flowers fall from the branch of the tree. Fine. When you shake the branch of the tree, the branch came in motion. Fine. When you shake the branch of the tree, the branch of the tree comes in the motion and the leaves or fruits or flowers of the tree, they will continue with the state of rest due to the inertia and fall from the tree. Fine. So these are some examples of inertia of rest. Clear? Now let us discuss the second type of inertia, that is inertia of motion. Now what is inertia of motion? So inertia of motion is the tendency of object to oppose any change in its state of uniform motion by itself. Fine. So the inertia of motion is the tendency of the object to oppose any change in the state of uniform motion by itself. Clear? For example, if you talk about when a car suddenly stops, fine, from a high speed, the passengers fall forward. Fine. Means to say, suppose a person is sitting in the car, fine, the lower portion of the person, fine, it is in contact with car, but the upper portion of the body is not in the contact of the car. Fine. Initially the car and the passenger, they both are in motion. Fine. When the car suddenly stops, the lower portion of the body which is in contact with car, it also stops, but the upper portion of the body will continue with the state of motion due to the inertia. So this part of the body will fall forward. Fine. So this is an example of inertia of motion. Clear? Now, the second example is an athlete runs some distance before taking a jump. Because when an athlete runs some distance, in that case he gains speed and the inertia of motion in that case increases. Due to this increase in inertia of motion helps the athlete to have longer jump. Fine. So inertia of motion helps an athlete to jump longer. Fine. Third example is driver and the passengers in a car should wear seat belts. Fine. Because in the case of emergency braking, the driver and the passenger, due to the inertia of motion, they will fall forward vigorously. Fine. That may cause injuries. Fine. To prevent that injury, driver and passenger must wear seat belts. Fine. Because in the case of emergency braking, the car stops vigorously. In that case, driver and the passengers may get injury. Fine. To prevent that injury, seat belts are advised to wear in that case. Fine. The third type of inertia is inertia of direction. Now, what is inertia of direction? It is the tendency of a body to oppose any change in its direction of motion, So the inertia of direction is the tendency of a body to oppose any change in its direction of motion. For example, suppose you have a stone and you tied that stone with a string and allowed it to move in a circular path like this along a fixed point. Fine. This is a string. Fine. The stone is allowed to move in the circular path like this. Suppose at any moment at this instant the string of this stone breaks. Fine. So the stone will go tangentially. Fine. Which is the direction of motion. Fine. So inertia of direction of the body, in this inertia helps this stone to move in the tangential direction, which is the direction of motion at this instant. Fine. The second example is when a fast moving car negotiates a curve on the road, the passengers experience an outward push. Fine. Suppose here is the curved road. Fine. Car is moving in this direction like this. Fine. So if the car negotiates this curve, the passengers feels or experience an outward push like this. Fine. Because of inertia of direction. Fine. Because of this inertia of direction, they maintain their direction. Fine. So they experience an outward force. Fine. So due to inertia of direction, they tends to maintain their direction, due to which they experience an outward force. Now let us discuss the factor on which the inertia depends. Fine. Inertia depends on mass of the object. Fine. So inertia depends on mass of the object. You can say greater the mass of object, greater will be the inertia. Fine. So the inertia of the body depends on mass. Fine. Greater the mass, greater will be the inertia. For example, it is easier to kick a football than a stone of same size. Fine. So football has lesser mass as compared to the stone, so you can easily change the state of the football than a stone. Fine. Another example, if you talk about, it is easier to move a plastic table than a wooden table, because wooden table has greater mass, so it will have greater inertia. Fine. So it is easier to move this plastic table because it has less inertia. So you can say mass of an object is the measure of inertia. Clear? You can say the mass of the object is the measure of inertia. Clear? Now let us discuss Newton's first law of motion. This first law of motion is also known as law of inertia. Fine. This first law of motion is also known as law of inertia. Let us understand this law with an example. Suppose you have an object which is at rest. Fine. So this body will continue with state of rest until or unless an external force is applied on the body. Fine. This is the case 1. Fine. Case 2. Suppose You have a moving object, fine, moving with uniform speed, means this body is in uniform motion. Clear? So this body will continue with its state of uniform motion or the linear motion until or unless an external force is applied on this object. Clear? So these are the two cases of this Newton's law of motion. Fine. Now combining these two terms, we can write an object maintains its state of rest or state of uniform motion until or unless an external force is applied on the object. Fine. So the object will continue with its state of rest or state of motion until or unless an external force is applied on this object. Clear? So this is Newton's first law of motion, which is also known as law of inertia. So let's recall all the points that we have studied in this lecture. First is inertia, means inability of a body to change its state of rest or motion. Three types of inertia: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and the third is inertia of direction. Fine. Inertia of rest is inability of a body to change the state of rest by itself. Inertia of motion, property of the body to not to change its state of motion by itself. Inertia of direction is property of the body to not to change its direction of motion. Fine. And this inertia depends on mass. So mass is the measure of inertia. Greater the mass, greater will be the inertia. Fine. And last is Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion states that an object maintains its state of rest or uniform motion until or unless an external force is applied on the object. Clear? Thank you.